Welcome to the podcast, The Pilgrim and the Monk. A developing story of a pilgrim who is seeking the truth, and a monk who helps him find the way. Written by Timothy G.A. Cooper. Narrated and produced by Greg Cooper. Chapter 91. Monk's Frustration.
It is good to see you again, Pilgrim.
It's mutual, Monk. I heard you wanted to see me.
Thank you, Pilgrim. I do. Do you often think about salvation?
Quite a bit, I suppose.
Lately, it has consumed my thoughts. It keeps me up at night.
Why? You don't doubt your salvation, do you?
You hit on the very heart of the matter, Pilgrim. Why would I doubt my salvation? Why should any disciple?
I'm still not sure where you're going with this.
Our salvation is the reconciliation of a broken relationship. It is a relationship we severed in a garden long ago. It is not an object to acquire, as if it were a get-out-of-hell-free token.
I follow you so far.
The Old Testament shows us that we are completely incapable of reconciling that relationship. Only through the divine intervention of our Lord Jesus Christ was reconciliation ever possible.
What got you so fired up about this?
Do you not see how a proper understanding of salvation changes how we live?
Let me see if I'm following you. If salvation were merely an object to acquire, then it changes very little about how we live. If, as you say, salvation is a reconciliation with God, then our whole life is changed.
Precisely, Pilgrim. I wonder if the confusion comes from a parable our Lord taught about a costly pearl.
I know the one you mean. A man sold all he had so he could acquire the pearl of great price.
Yes, but the point of the parable is not the acquisition of the pearl, but the personal cost that salvation requires. We must sacrifice everything because it cost our Lord everything. Salvation is not about acquisition, but about sacrifice.
You believe the church places its emphasis on the wrong thing.
Not all, but far too many. It is easier to focus on acquisition instead of relationship. Relationship implies responsibility on our part. We must engage with our God. We must allow Him to transform us.
It is impossible to encounter God and not be changed. And change is uncomfortable. I understand you now, Monk. It is easier to put the cross on a shelf as a trophy than it is to carry it daily.
If we are to honor God, we must become His people. There is no other way to live.
What a transformational idea, Monk.
Thank you for listening, Pilgrim. I just needed to speak these thoughts out loud.
Anytime, Monk.
You've been listening to The Pilgrim and the Monk, written by Timothy G.A. Cooper. Narrated and produced by Greg Cooper. We hope you enjoyed this production. Please join us again for the next episode.